One. What's up, cronies? BS Bettors here. Super Bowl week, episode 29. We're kind of closing out the NFL season here. We're going to get into our picks right away. And then, or do you want to recap, Caden?
We can recap. For the NFC and AFC championship games, Sal went 1-0, having the Eagles -6. Easily won that one. Bert went 0-2. He had the Commanders +6 and the Bills +2. He was rolling with the dogs, and neither one of them capitalized for Bert. I went 1-2, had the Bills and the under in that game. Both of those lost, but I did have the Eagles -6 that clearly won, and then Cat Burglar went 2-2. He was rolling with the Commanders and the under in the Eagles versus Chiefs game, and then but he capitalized on the over in the Commanders game, and then the Chiefs -2.
Nice.
Overall for the NFL, obviously we got one game left, but Sal is 16-10-1. Bert is 28-14-1. I'm 39-39-1, and then Cat Burglar is 42-38-1, and that puts us at 125 and 101 and 4, which is right at 55.3%.
Sweet.
Nice. Nice. Pretty
Yeah.
impressive. A lot of games, a lot of bets. Still a winning percentage, so that's good. All right, Sal, hit me with your picks.
All right, for my game pick, fucking hate doing it. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs money line. I can't
Oh,
fucking bet against them. I don't want them to win. I'm sick of them. I don't dislike the Chiefs. It's kind of what everybody's been saying, but until Sony actually beats them, I gotta roll with Kansas City. I do have a couple prop bets. Should I go into those right away?
yeah.
Now,
Yep.
too.
Yep.
All right. P Ryan, the running back for Kansas City. I like longest catch over 6.5 yards. And for Philly, I like Dallas Goddard, longest catch over 19.5 yards.
Yeah. The Chiefs are the worst defense against tight ends in the
Yep.
league.
His
So
over under
been a
props
lot.
kind of high, but I do think he'll get like a 20-yard catch. So
His yardage has been moving up steadily since, that prop was made available or whatever.
yeah,
Now,
I'm going to go with the longest catch, 19.5, over 19.5.
Hitman, hit me with your picks.
What up, Cat Burglar? All right, man. Give me the one. I'm going with the Eagles. I agree with you 100%, Sal. I feel like Casey's just going to find a way to win at the end. Some bullshit thing's going to happen,
Right?
but the only thing that is making me go Eagles is Saquon Barkley. I just think that's a force that the Chiefs are going to have to face this year. That I think I don't know. We'll see what happens. You got two really good defenses. I mean, it's going to be a great game, but I'm going Eagles. F the Chiefs. No prop bets for me. I only
All right.
stick.
Cash money. I know you got some prop bets. I can feel it. Give me
Yeah, I want to start this out, and this isn't going to help my case, but this is how I'm going into this game. I was talking to Cat Burglar earlier this week, and there is a play, big time, in my opinion, for live in game betting. The Eagles got to get up by at least 2 scores in the first half. That's the only way. They can't go into the second half, 3-point game or lead or trailing. If that's the case, then I'm definitely gonna live in-game bet this the other way and try to make some money back. But I'm taking the Eagles plus 1.5 versus the Chiefs. Um, I agree with Bert. Saquon's a force to be reckoned with, and I don't think the Chiefs got enough up front on their defense that can contain him. I mean, quite frankly, nobody can contain this guy at this point. He might be the best running back for an individual season in my lifetime. Um, and then I'm going Eagles over 10.5 points in the first half. Um, I that's the key to winning this game for the Eagles. They gotta come out hot. And then I like Saquon over 3 targets plus 115. That's easy. I don't even know why that's even out there. It must be something wrong with the bettors out there. Vegas must be on some crack cocaine. Um, and then anytime touchdown score, Jalen Hurts -110, tush push. It's gonna happen. I can see it right at the 2 yard line or within. And then I'm going over. Now this is crazy. This is crazy, guys. And this one's far fetched. Over 2.5 players to have a pass attempt in the game. We got two coaches that are a little bit ballsy,
Yeah. Yep.
you know,
Big punt, something like that.
and
Like,
that's plus 250.
yep.
Wow.
And that's all
Nice.
I got. I gotta
Good luck on
I
that.
gotta have a good week this week. I'm sitting right at 500, or as of if the season were to end today, I'd be in last place to all of you fools in the NFL. I was second in college football. It's just pitiful. I did so well in the beginning of the season, and just the last 4 or 5 weeks, I've just done terrible.
Time to get it back.
Thanks, Cash Money.
Oh, by the way, I saw this today. This is kind of interesting. They're estimating $1.39 billion to be bet on this Super Bowl, all-time high. Breaks it by a ton this year.
Crazy.
Deep
Lot of
gens
money.
are out.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get printed every day.
Fuck,
Yep.
1.39 billion. Damn.
Damn, it's big. That's big.
Fucking
So,
huge.
so I'm gonna give my picks, give a little synopsis on what I'm thinking. It's kind of with what Sal, Bert, and all you guys, obviously it's hard to go against Kansas City. They have the better quarterback, the best player in the NFL, Mahomes, and they have the best coach in the NFL with 2 weeks. I think Reed is 20-9 after a bye. They also have Spagnola, who's probably one of the better D coordinators too for 2 weeks. These are the things that scare me the most. I'm going with Philly. It's hard to bet against Mahomes, but Philadelphia is the better team. They have way more talent, not a little bit more, a lot more. Across the board, offensive line's way better. Defense, even though both defenses are good, their defense is still better. Their wide receivers are better by a mile. It's not even close. And Barkley's clearly the best running back probably in the league right now. So does that mean they're going to win necessarily? No, but I just feel like they have a lot of options. Hurts, I don't think he's going to be afraid to run. It's the last game he gets hurt. He's got all off season to run. So, and that goes same with Mahomes too, but I just think like I think they win this by 10 or more points. I really do. So would it surprise me if the Chiefs won? No, because they're so good. Mahomes is so good. He just finds a way to win, similar to Brady. But even Brady lost a couple. So I think the key to the game is, can they get pressure and keep Mahomes in the pocket? Because the wide receivers get open when Mahomes scrambles. And if you give them an extra second or two, yeah, even against good defense, they're going to get open. I think they have to keep him in the pocket and put pressure on him. They do that, and they can't let Kelsey and Mahomes play pitch and catch. So I'm going Philadelphia. I'm not super confident in it, but that's what I'm going with. For props, I'm going A.J. Brown, longest catch, over 24.5 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, over 11.5 yards. I just think he hasn't been getting the ball a lot. Juju's been getting in, but I almost feel like he could have like a big game, like 25 to 45 yards. Longest catch for Hopkins, over 9.5 I took. What's this one? AJ Brown. It's so many fucking slips over here. AJ Brown, over 7.5 receptions. That's like plus 400. So, and then
That's
I
a lot of
took,
catches.
yeah, and I took AJ Brown to win the MVP, which wide receivers normally don't, but it's plus 3,000. So
Great value.
yeah, I mean, there's good value in that. I don't expect to win it or anything, but I just think it's just going to be like such an interesting game to me, because like if you're a defense, you're selling out and they got the defense probably to keep Barkley somewhat in check. If they can't keep Barkley in check, this is a fucking blowout to me. Like if he runs like he did against Green Bay, the Rams, and Washington, like they got no chance. Like this, I don't care how good Mahomes plays. So the only way they can win the game, and I think even if Barkley has 60 yards, I think the wide receivers and tight end and Hurts, they're good enough still to win the game. So they have different ways they can win. I'm not sure how, like, what's that recipe for Kansas City? Is it just Mahomes making plays all? Like, I almost feel like Kansas City should have like 4 or 5 losses right now. I don't feel, and I feel like a lot of these teams should have beat Kansas City. And I know it's like what we've been saying all along, but I don't know. It's just something doesn't feel right this year about Kansas City. Like I bet San Francisco last year, and going into the game, I felt like I bet the wrong side. You ever get that? Like you bet early San Francisco, and then later on you're like, that's not the right side. I felt like that, like Kansas City, but I don't feel like that this year. I feel like Philadelphia is the contrarian play, which is what I like to usually bet on. So, and I felt like Kansas City was kind of the contrarian play last year. And I went with San Francisco and ended up losing.
If for some reason Kansas City did win this Super Bowl, I think we all got to sit down and have a major conversation about Mahomes and Brady. There's already a case there, but now it's like he's really young still, and he's got
How
what
old
would
is
this be?
Mahomes? He's not that old, is he?
28,
No,
I think.
yeah,
Oh,
and
God.
he would have how many rings? 4 or 5?
This will be his 4th, I think.
His 4th, 3rd in a row if he gets it.
Yeah,
I mean, no one's done that, since
Yeah, and what?
Bart
And
Starr.
Nintendo, what is this? His 5th Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. And Brady
It's like,
up to 9,
yep,
won 7, lost 2, right? 2 to the
he's
Giants.
got 10 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least.
Like he might not even have hit his prime yet. I mean, it's scary to think that way, but
As far as a true
dude,
yeah.
and it's like it's not like he has a tremendous amount of weapons this year. I mean, Kelsey's getting old. There's already rumors about him retiring after the season.
Well,
He doesn't have
he
Hill
wanted to play
anymore.
3 more years yesterday. And
We'll see.
Yeah, Taylor's gonna have him retired by halftime.
the
Like,
Wicked Witch of the West.
and then I also want to talk about this. This is completely off of the NFL. What are the Dallas Mavericks doing? I know, Sal, you know a little bit about the NBA, and Bert. This might be the biggest clusterfuck in sports history ever. Definitely since I've been alive. Why would you get rid of an all-star? It really is. It's like trading Aaron Rodgers right now for Mahomes. You just never do that in NBA terms. What is Dallas thinking?
Well, they
Well,
wanted to pay him $350 million.
they approached the Bucks, first, I guess.
Yeah.
Trade for Giannis, and the Bucks didn't do it. But yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't.
They have to.
It has to be.
that we don't
Well,
know.
he got screwed big time. He's got to pay more taxes in California, and he can't get the Supermax anymore.
Yep.
Cost him $100 million, they said.
Yeah, I'm
At
sure.
least.
And he's pissed. He just got done building a new house like a week ago.
Yeah.
15
Yep.
million.
Yeah, he'll still keep.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
That's a couple quarters of basketball for him.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
and
I'm a
LA
big
brings
Luka
a
fan. I
different
hope he
type
does
of
well in LA.
market.
But
Yeah,
He might have a little more opportunities to make money in other ways of being in LA. I don't think money's a crazy thing to talk about, especially it's not like Dallas is,
He's not worried about money. I can give him my Venmo.
I mean, I don't think he's struggling by any means,
I'll
and
bet
he's
on
going to
him
get
every
his
time.
money.
All my prop bets will be Luca prop bets. Send me money.
It's just ridiculous. I mean,
Over every time.
and then I know I'm kind of dragging this out. The Packers, do they go after a Myles Garrett? Do they go after a Devontae? Do they go after a Cooper Cup? These are all guys that have been on their radar that I've been seeing. What do you guys want the Packers to do?
I'd love them to go after both of them, but I know they're not going to go after either of them.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
We know it's going to happen. I mean, they're already talking. They were talking Green Bay right away, but now they're talking Washington Commanders for Myles Garrett.
Yep.
I think that'll be a good landing spot for him. And I don't know. I'd love to get either of them or both of them.
I don't think he'll get traded at all because one, they want him. If they trade him, it's a $38 million cap hit. Cleveland's not taking a $38 million cap hit to trade a guy they want.
Yeah.
The only team that does that is Denver to get rid of Wilson because they don't want him.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not taking that kind of hit on a player that you want. They're gonna throw stupid money like they did with Deshaun Watson at him or whatever. Maybe it won't be so much guarantee, but they're gonna throw 40 million at him.
Yep. They'll cripple the team for a couple of years. And
Yeah, he'll be awesome. He'll be like Joe Thomas, great Hall of Famer on a terrible team, a total waste.
yeah.
You
Yep.
know?
For
So
sure.
sucks. Yeah, I'd love Green Bay. I miss the Packers. It'll be here before we know it. The draft is in Green Bay, which will be fun as well. And you know, it'll be here not too long, couple months down the road. We're already to February. So
Oh yeah.
Right on.
all right,
Absolutely.
cronies, we've been giving you winners. Good luck on all your Super Bowl bets and props. This is a wrap. Later.
Later, cronies.
Later.
See ya.